Hello. Welcome to Kids Hub. An old woman. In a quaint village nestled between rolling hills, there lived an old woman named Matilda. Matilda was known throughout the village not only for her age but also for her insatiable greed. She hoarded everything she could get her hands on: coins, food, and even old trinkets that others had discarded. While the villagers were warm-hearted and generous, Matilda remained closed off, clutching her treasures tightly. One sunny morning, a traveler arrived in the village. He was weary from his journey and looked in need of a meal. Spotting a small gathering of villagers sharing bread and laughter, he approached them. But before he could reach them, Matilda intercepted him. "What do you want, traveler?" she demanded, eyeing him suspiciously. "Just a bit of food, kind lady. I have traveled far and am very hungry," the traveler replied. Matilda frowned. "I have no food for you. But if you want to trade something, I might consider it." The traveler sighed but understood her greed. "I have a beautiful silver necklace. It was a gift from my mother, but I will trade it for a meal." Matilda's eyes gleamed at the mention of silver. "Fine," she said, snatching the necklace from the traveler's hand. "But you will get only a crumb of bread." The traveler, too tired to argue, accepted her terms. He took the crumb of bread and sat down under a nearby tree to eat. As he chewed, he thought about how he would manage to find more food later. That evening, the traveler decided to leave the village and continue his journey. As he walked away, he overheard Matilda boast to herself about her new necklace. "With this silver, I can buy more treasures. No one will ever take it from me." Days passed, and the traveler returned to the village, this time with a small group of fellow travelers. They were singing and laughing, bringing joy to the villagers. Matilda watched from her window, her heart filled with envy. As the group settled in the village square, the traveler approached Matilda's door. "Good evening, kind lady," he said. "I hope you enjoyed the necklace. It would have brought you happiness." Matilda scoffed. "Happiness? It's just a piece of silver. I have plenty of treasures. What I need is more." The traveler smiled gently. "You know, true wealth isn't about how much you have but how much you share with others. Those who are generous often find happiness." Matilda waved him away, unwilling to listen. She continued to hoard her possessions, but as the days turned into weeks, she found herself increasingly lonely. The villagers, seeing her greed, began to keep their distance, no longer inviting her to share in their joys. One night, as Matilda lay in bed surrounded by her treasures, a strange sound filled the room. It was as if the silver coins were whispering. Curious, she listened closely. "Share us, Matilda. Let go of your greed, and you will find happiness," the coins seemed to say. Matilda sat up, confused. She thought of the laughter and warmth of the villagers and realized that her hoarded treasures had not brought her any joy. The next day, she took a deep breath and decided to change her ways. She gathered some of her food and trinkets and went to the village square. The villagers, surprised to see her, watched as she approached them. "Hello, everyone," Matilda said, her voice shaky. "I have brought food to share. I realize now that I have been foolish to hold on to everything. I want to share my treasures with you." The villagers were taken aback but quickly welcomed her gesture. They shared in her food, laughter, and stories. For the first time in years, Matilda felt warmth in her heart. From that day forward, Matilda learned to share. She became known not for her greed but for her kindness, and in sharing her treasures, she discovered the true wealth of friendship and joy. The village thrived with love, and Matilda was no longer alone. And so, the moral of the story became clear. True wealth lies not in what we hoard but in what we share with others. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe and share.